Listen, it is no secret that getting jacked is a real life cheat code in life. Men and women will talk to you differently. More women will become attracted to you, and your overall around life experience is just gonna become better. And in today's day of age, becoming jacked is so important because men's dating market is just becoming harder and harder. So if you don't start leveling yourself up now, then you are going to be fucked. So getting jacked is crucial, and I know this for a fact because growing up, I was that skinny kid in high school. I was shorter than most of the kids. I was skinnier than most of the kids. I didn't play any sports, and because of that, all of the athletes, all of the kids that were in shape and had abs and that were jacked, took all of the women, and while I was stuck with my right hand.
What did he say?
And I told myself for 17 years, it's because my metabolism is too fast. It's because I'm just genetically small. So tell me, Ryan, why are you jacked today? Well, it's because I followed these 5 crucial steps to getting jacked listed in this video. Step number 1 to getting jacked is to eat a lot. Listen, I understand that you probably think you're already eating a lot. I'm eating a lot, but I'm not putting on weight. If you are not putting on weight, then you are not eating a lot or you're not eating enough of the right thing. Listen, the most common foods in America are McDonald's, it's Lay's chips, it's Doritos, it's soda, it's ice cream, it's donuts. And all of that is just empty calorie foods, meaning it has absolutely no nutrition. So you might think you're eating a ton, but you're probably eating a bunch of shitty carbohydrates. So it is important to eat a lot, but eat a lot of clean foods, whole foods. So here's what you're gonna do. Grab your trash can. Open up your fridge, dump everything in there. Open up your cabinets, dump everything in there, and this is what you're gonna wanna put in that kitchen and fridge. For proteins, you're gonna wanna fill up your fridge with things like chicken breast, with lean beef, with ground turkey, with eggs, and even stuff like cottage cheese, which is absolutely great to have before you go to bed at night because it's a slow digesting protein. For carbohydrates, you're gonna wanna fill up your kitchen with things like white rice, like brown rice, like sweet potatoes, and maybe even some bread. And for fats, you wanna get things like olive oil or real butter fat or coconut oil, and you're gonna cook your foods in these things because it is so much healthier for you and your hormones. And if you want a list of dozens and dozens and dozens of healthy foods you should be eating to put on weight, there's a link down in the description that will send you a free PDF that has all of these and also has a free meal template that will also tell you how to be in a calorie surplus so you can put on muscle. So I really recommend checking that out. So when you wake up, eat. 2 hours after that, eat. 2 hours after that, eat. Then go to the gym and drink protein throughout your workout and after your workout. And then once you go home, eat. And then before you go to bed, eat. And you might say, whoa, Ryan, that sounds like a lot of eating. I can barely even eat one meal without getting super full. Listen, guys, it's not about how big the meal is. As long as you get like 30 grams of protein in all of these meals and 5 to 7 meals throughout the day, that is all you really need. Your body doesn't need all of that food at one time. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna put half of it away into your fat storage and actually use the other half. So the more meals you eat throughout the day and the smaller they are, the more beneficial and the more efficient it is for you to get jacked while not putting on too much weight. And having this consistent flow of protein into your body from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep will allow you to build so much muscle. And I'm not saying you have to eat chicken and rice every 2 hours a day. It's actually super important that you do switch up the protein sources you are eating from because all protein sources have a different type of protein. They have different type of nutrients. So it's important to be eating from as many protein sources throughout the day as possible. And there's absolutely no excuse to be getting your protein in every single 2 hours because there's dozens and dozens of protein bars out there. There's dozens and dozens of protein shakes out there that you can fit into your pocket, take with you to work or take with you to school. Just pop it like a Slurp juice real quick. So eat clean, and once you have ate clean, eat even more. Step 2 to getting jacked is to train in an aesthetic fashion. Let's be honest, if you go to the gym and you look around and you be honest, you see a lot of people that look like shit. A lot of people have been going there for years but still look like shit, and I'm not hating on them. It's awesome that they're going to the gym, but they are not training in an aesthetic fashion. So they are putting a lot of time in, but not getting the results. And personally for me, if I'm going to the gym 6 days a week for 3 hours a day, then on the 7th day, I wanna get some woman. I wanna see some results. So training in an aesthetic fashion is super important, and here's how to do that. So the first step to training for aesthetics is to train in a hypertrophy manner. Now, what is hypertrophy? Hypertrophy is training for muscle growth. It is training for muscle endurance. endurance. So here's the rundown of what it means to train in a hypertrophy manner. The rep range of hypertrophy is gonna be around 8 to 12 reps. Doing 8 to 12 reps is absolutely perfect for muscle growth and muscle size. And when it comes to actually doing the reps, you wanna have very explosive contractions and very slowed down detraction. So let's say I'm benching. I wanna really push up those dumbbells as fast as I can and then slow them on the way down. Because if you're just going like this, then you're not fully hitting the muscle. You're only hitting the muscle going up. You're not controlling it on the way down. And in order to gain size, in order to gain that shredded look of the muscle, you need to work all of those muscle motors. So the best way to do that is to explode up and then slow it on the way down as often as possible. And to start out your workouts, you should always start out with compound lifting and then move into isolation lifting. Compound lifting is things such as barbell press or squats or deadlifts or barbell curls. And then once you do that, you move into things like isolation, like single arm bicep curls or dumbbell bench. The way my coach describes this to me is shotgun and sniping. The shotgun is we're just gonna spray, we're just gonna yank it, we're just gonna go heavy. And the sniper is we're really gonna aim in on that one muscle and absolutely destroy it. And this is the best way to train for aesthetics because these compound lifts are not only gonna blow up your entire body, your entire muscle mass, but then once you move into these isolation movements, then you can really focus on just that one muscle and give it your all. Give it all of the intensity you can, and that is going to even rip apart those muscle fibers even more so that they can grow back bigger. And alongside of training this way, you should also be doing a tiny bit of cardio. If you're starting out a Skeletor, definitely not. Just eat and train. But if you can pinch your belly fat and you can at least get like a quarter or half an inch of belly fat, then doing a little bit of low intensity steady state cardio will be really good for you. So you can build muscle but also stay super lean. So here's how to do that. Low intensity steady state cardio, it's right in the name. It's low intensity steady state cardio. So it's something like walking on the treadmill at an incline for 30, 40 minutes a couple times a week. Now, low intensity steady state cardio is the most beneficial for putting on muscle because if you're doing high intensity cardio like running, then you're probably inducing muscle wasting on your body. Muscle wasting is when your body starts to consume your own muscle for its own nutrients. So if you're a runner, pipe it down a little because running a lot is going to induce that muscle wasting. It's better to keep your cardio low intensity. Think of low intensity steady state cardio as like cooking something on low. It's like smoking some ribs for 36 hours. They're gonna come out absolutely amazing when you cook them really low and slow. But if you cook something fast, if you throw them in the microwave, it's gonna come out nasty. So I really recommend doing some low intensity steady state cardio 3 to 4 times per week, 20 to 30 minutes. Aim for about 150 to 250 calories burned each session. And I also recommend making an intra workout shake while you work out. An intra workout is basically something like dextrose, which is a super refined carbohydrate with a little bit of protein. This is important because your body is gonna use up all of your carbohydrates and all of your protein while you work out. And if you're not giving it some more, then it's gonna start using its own muscle for the nutrients it needs. Now, here are some of the main lifts I recommend doing to train aesthetically. On a chest day, I would do things like incline barbell bench, or incline dumbbells, or cable flies. On a back day, I recommend rack pulls, or deadlifts, or barbell rows, and then also things like lat pullbacks, or lat pull downs. On leg days, I highly recommend squatting, doing leg press, a bunch of leg extensions, and don't forget your hammies. Make sure you're doing some RDLs, make sure you're doing some leg curls. And on arm days, I recommend starting out with easy bars and doing curls and doing skull crushers, and then going into just spamming a bunch of dumbbells, curling them, tricep overhead extensions, all of that. Your biceps and triceps need a lot of volume in order to grow. And on shoulder days, I recommend doing dumbbell overhead presses, dumbbell lateral raises, and then probably a pec deck rear delt fly. Those are just some of my favorite workouts. Step 3 to getting jacked is to optimize your testosterone. This part is super crucial to get jacked because testosterone is the main hormone responsible for building muscle and making you attractive. There's a million ways out there to optimize your testosterone. There's a million supplements out there to optimize your testosterone, but I'm just gonna share with you my 3 favorite things that I think are the most crucial and the most beneficial for you to optimize your testosterone. So the number 1 best way to optimize your testosterone is mainly through your diet. If you're gonna start eating clean, whole foods, your testosterone is going to skyrocket. Once you cut out all of that junk food, all of that McDonald's, all of that ice cream, your testosterone will skyrocket.
It's humanity when we explore.
Because all of that crap food, all of that junk food, all of that McDonald's, that ice cream contains really bad oils that are destroying your hormones. You wanna be watching out for oils such as canola oil, soybean oil, cottonseed oil, rapeseed oil. These oils are estrogenic. That's why you see men with man boobs. It's because they have a lot of estrogen in their body. So by simply cutting out junk food, cutting out fast food, cutting out all of the food that you know isn't good for you, you are going to skyrocket your testosterone. Because this is what we have been eating for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Doritos have only came around in the past 100 years, and now look at society. The second best way to optimize your testosterone is to quit vaping, smoking, drinking, and drugs. All of these things are copes, and there's absolutely no reason for you to be doing these bad habits, to be addicted to these bad habits, because that's destroying you. What we want to do is build you up. We want to have as many good habits as possible, because one bad habit will outweigh 10 good habits. And if you're watching this video, that means you want to become the best version of yourself. Well, just to let you know, becoming the best version of yourself means breaking all of your vices. It means suffering. It means pain. It means having to deal with everything you have to go through in life by yourself, by your internal mind, and nothing external. But in my opinion, that is a really small price to pay to create a life worth living. And if you want to hear my story about quitting vaping after 5 years, click the card up here. Or maybe it's over here. Click one of these. Step 3 to optimizing your testosterone is to just exercise more and lift heavy shit. Exercise and lifting heavy shit is going to boost the out of your testosterone. And that's because when you get sick, your body creates antibodies to fight the virus, to kill the virus. Well, the same thing happens for when you start lifting heavy shit and exercising more to your testosterone. When you demand more testosterone, more male hormone from your body, it's going to start creating more of that for you. So simply by exercising more and by pushing yourself and by lifting heavy weight, your body is going to produce more testosterone naturally. Step 4 to getting jacked is NoFap. Now this is kind of going to be a hot take, because NoFap does not create more testosterone in your body. It does not allow you to build more muscle. But what it does do is it gives you more of that male aggression back. It gives you more of that desire to become something great. Because think about it this way, nutting is male's highest desire. Your body doesn't know the difference between when you nut and when you actually have sex. And it is naturally built inside of every single man for his mission to be to spread his seed, to have sex, to create children. So if you're busting one out every single night, every other night, even once a week, you are destroying your highest desire, which is your sexual desire. And by withholding from achieving your highest mission as a man, from achieving your highest desire as a guy, you will be able to direct that energy and direct that desire into different areas of your life. And for anyone out there who has been on NoFap for a month, you will agree with me that we become a lot more energetic. We become a lot more aggressive in an ethical and good way. We become a lot more confident and a lot more just about our shit. And so by being on NoFap, you will have more energy and more desire inside of the gym to create the man that some woman is actually going to really fucking admire, really fucking be attracted to. So from this point forward, get on NoFap. And if you want to learn more about NoFap and my journey with it, click the video up here, one of these cards. I still don't know, it's up here though. All right, step number 5 to getting jacked is having a vision.
So it's the land of opportunity. So I always shot for the top. No matter what it is, I was so hungry for success. I was so hungry to get out of Austria. I was so determined. I had this fire in the belly.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is probably one of the best bodybuilders this world has ever seen. He is one of the highest level bodybuilders that has ever existed. And if you ever listen to him, you understand that he talks about having a vision a lot. He always had this vision of himself that he was working towards every single day. He looked at it like it was a stone block, and he was chipping away at it and creating that perfect physique, creating that perfect body. And if you go talk to anybody that is jacked, anybody that is super well in shape, or anybody that is just really good at doing something, they all had a vision for achieving that thing. They all saw their future self looking that way, and every single day they got up and chipped away at that stone block until they achieved that vision. And yeah, having a vision might have nothing to do with actually putting on muscle, but what it does have to do is you staying consistent, with you going those extra 3 reps when you really don't feel like it, with you not waiting 3 minutes to do another set and doing it in 60 seconds because you really want to achieve this. So visualize what your dream physique looks like. Visualize what it's going to be like when you have that shredded 8-pack, when you have veins popping out your arms and popping out your chest, and then you have a bunch of women around you. Visualize that. Every single day you get into the gym, chip away at that character, chip away at that physique, and that is going to 10 times skyrocket your progress in the gym. And the best way to create a vision for yourself is to get inspired. Look at the people you look up to, take in some information, and then sit with yourself. Stare at the wall. When's the last time you stared at the wall? Probably never. Stare at the wall and think. visualize that body. And with that being said, that is the 5 crucial steps you need to take in order to go from skinny to jacked in the quickest time possible. So I love y'all, and I hope this video helped you out. With that being said, please drop a like on this video, drop a comment, and drop a subscribe. As always, guys, you know, all the YouTuber stuff. Other than that, I'll catch y'all next Friday. Deuces. Peace out!